Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know this is strange. What's this? A video? I mean, all I've been doing is live streaming. But welcome back to the channel, I mean, it's been a while. I have a video creating passion. I do love editing and I love commentating over stuff, which is what I'm doing right now. And it's just been a while since I've been able to do stuff like this, and I'm very excited for this. And today's video is very special. I have not made a video like this at all. This is the first time trying something like this, and it's very exciting to me. But most importantly, I want to thank two friends of mine, Damian Aiden and Doik Drag. They both have YouTube channels which will be linked in the description below. But I want to thank them for coming through, helping me get the gameplay footage, and not only that, just helping me with this list. They're also going to give their own opinions and feedback in the video. And I just want to shout them out because they are very good friends. And I also want to thank you guys for reaching 129 subscribers by the time I'm making this video. I really do want to thank you guys. That does mean a lot to me. Even if it doesn't look like it or seem like it, it's amazing. Because I remember starting this channel again. I had to restart having zero, and my motivation just dropped to the floor. And recently I the love that I've had for just streaming, making video, all that, it's up, it's high, man. It's high, and I'm surprised it is. But anyways, I won't hold you any longer. Thank you all for listening to this. If you didn't, I'm gonna put a timestamp up. So if you did watch this, thank you. If you didn't, it's okay. And let's get on with the video, starting with Shadows of Evil. Alright, so welcome to the first map that we are doing today, just like we're doing your mom. It is Shadows of Evil. Of course, we got the people that I mentioned earlier, Mr. Doik Drag and Damian Aiden, with us today, and they are also going to give their feedback on what the best things that these maps have done. So, for me, this is me personally, I think the best thing this map has done is introduced a actually great cast of characters. Because some of them can be flawed. The Chaos storyline was not a great cast of characters for me. They flopped, but it's a fun, interesting little characters. If they returned, no one would be mad. I think the cast they introduced was great.
I gotta say Widow's Wine, dude. Arguably the best perk of all time, bro.
Introduced in this map?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I'm more or less a...
Bro, it does 5 different things.
Yeah, I could see it. Mr. Jackie fucking V! What is your opinion on the matter?
What?
Talking to Drag since he's got the fucking mustache.
I thought personally this was one of the best maps to come out as a starting map when this game first came out. Because it had the perfect contrast of a nice simple map such as a giant. So this map, the complexity and the Easter egg that went along with it, just flowed perfectly into the whole kind of system that they built up here. And I thought it was a great refresher coming off of Advanced Warfare is what we came off with, so I feel like that'd be great.
Tremendous improvement.
Yeah. It was a great refresher and just, set a great groundwork of what the fuck's gonna happen in this game.
I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of things I couldn't decide over, the fact that we had even a tiny Arnie just dancing. There's a lot of detail in this map that you can go on and on. But for me, like I said, the greatest was the characters. For Damian, it was just Widow's Wine, yeah. And for Drag, it was a great foundation. Which is right. One of the greatest winter weapons to exist, yes sir. Well, that was Shadows. Time to move on to the Giant. Alright, so now we're moving on to the Giant. I will take the lead on this one. I really do think that the best thing this map ever really did was be a friendly starter map. Though in the beginning of this map's life cycle, it was locked behind DLC, so you couldn't really get it without buying the season pass, which did suck. But I do think if you were really into a map that wasn't Shadows, how it's all complex, you were just in the simple basic maps, this would be it. It was a great starter map for just new players. Someone that didn't want to someone that didn't need to learn the complexity just yet, or was just having a hard time struggling with Shadows. This could be the map they move to and be yeah, this one is pretty easy, pretty good. The fact that you have the catwalk on there too, It helps. It promotes different play styles because there's lots of areas to train and there's lots of areas to really just camp in. And I just think this map, like I said, all around a great starter map.
So, hi, I'm doik, and I'm an alcoholic. But what I think that this map did great is it gave a breath of new life to one of the oldest maps known in the zombies community. And I think it did a great job in reviving it, giving it, plot, giving it the strength in the plot to actually even be in this game to begin with. And I thought, just like Chandler said, no, shut the fuck up. Just like Chandler said, it's very new player friendly. Like the learning curve on this map is not very hard. Like you go, turn on the power, survive. There's not much to do. But for people that are experienced, can do the fly trap Easter egg, and they can also do the giant I-beam Easter egg too to get the extra purple sheet, which was not in the original. No.
I really do.
But I think it was a very. Go ahead.
I really do think that like the fact that they even introduced lore into this map, and like how old was this map when this game first came out? Like what? This game came out in 2015. World at War came out in, like, I believe 2007, and which I believe the giant, Doris is what it was called back then, came out around 2007 or 2008. That would make it, like, 6-7 years old. And yet it's still a fan-friendly, loved map. And they somehow found a way to add story without really changing the map or what's going on too much. And that's what I think is like, it blows my mind to this day. The fact that they're still able to add on to a map like this without really changing the layout, and it still being as fun as it was years ago.
Well, it blew my mind that they even added some more stuff, like the Mob of the Dead plane is sitting on top of the catwalk.
That's a good one.
And I feel like they just them adding in all this these little details for people that have been in the community for a long time. Just like cute little Easter eggs that, like, you don't gotta do much for it, but it's very nice and just very well made map in my opinion.
You know what you brought up earlier, which I agree with? The monkey bombs. I mean, not the monkey bombs. You need the monkey bombs to do this, but like the giant laser beam. When you said that they're like adding on Easter eggs, I also remember you saying that earlier, which was a great point. The fact that they have little secrets like that, just imagine one day throwing a monkey bomb and a teleporter and being surprised that a button's lit up and spawn. You're like, oh man, what does this do? Like the fact that they even add simple stuff as that, just it's amazing to a map like this. They didn't even have to add anything. Like everything they added to this map, nothing could have changed, and yet it still would have been as loved as it is now. The fact that they just added more to it, I think, even makes it better of a map for the community. It's just,
and it shows that Treyarch really cares. Like how they bring they put some new life into an old map like this, and that's why it's gonna hold a very special place in my heart.
Always have been. We're players since day one, baby. Damien, do you have anything to add or say?
I mean, honestly, as a Nuketown enjoyer, I love the dynamic where it's random perks and locations. And it's like a training map, you know what I'm saying? And it's the best map in my opinion for a 2-box challenge, or no jug, or just challenges like that. It's all
one of the best spawn rooms, I might add. It's very wide open and huge, easy to train.
Just need to add this in here in the last minute. I love how they also took an old song from the community, Beauty of Annihilation, and they basically remixed it, but it still feels the same.
Alright everybody, we'll be moving on to Der Eisen. Welcome to Der Eisen. This is the next map, as we said. So, Drag can take the lead on this one. He didn't get to take the lead for the last two.
Fuck. So, I think this is a beautiful first DLC map. Basic, very basic, nothing too fancy about it. Brought in the bows, which is a good callback to Origins. having the upgradable and changeable fucking wonder weapons. The main bow on its own is pretty good, but of course, you gotta cut the A's and get the
Yes, sir.
get the bows the Aki way. But yeah, I mean, you know,
I just
nothing
got a
too
triple
fancy.
collat.
Okay. Nothing too fancy about it, you know, just good old-fashioned zombies. Easter egg was fun, very exciting. The bow steps are pretty easy, not gonna lie. The boss fight, goated. The Easter egg song right here that you're hearing right now, goated. Like, just all around a well-rounded map just to start off the DLC season.
Well-rounded, just like your mama.
Same in Europe.
Alright, I'm up, Syndrome down, baby, let's go. So my favorite things is, like, I feel like it just brought the characters to, like, it's always good to have a map where the characters just have, you know, I feel like some of the bows connect with some of the characters, you know, and, you know, with us four, we all get our dedicated roles. Like, I'm Nikolai, I'm the fire bow, you know what I'm saying? He loves fire, the flamethrower, you feel me? And, honestly, the boss fight is one of the best boss fights we've ever had in, like, an Easter egg, bro. I can't really think of... Is there any other one? That's like a boss fight like that?
Go Rod.
Oh, Go Rod.
Go Rod, I think, competes with it.
Go Rods, that's a bow.
Well, Zetsubo has one, but...
It's alright.
Honestly, the fire bow, I love it because of how, like, it adds a little challenge a little bit, but once you perfect it, it's so much fun to do. It just never gets old. That's one thing about this map. It, like, barely... I mean, it'll get old, obviously. But, like...
It's barely
over and
aged.
over. Yeah, dude.
I think it's like the same thing as like the Giant, you know, like it's a timeless classic that you can just play over and over again. You know, if they remaster this map in the next 5 like games, you couldn't be mad because it's a map that's made for perfection. It's a map that is just great. You know, I do agree with you on that.
Just a well-rounded, balanced map. Perfect.
And what I just think this map did absolutely amazing was it feels like Origins but better, you know. Like there's an actual boss fight that doesn't end the fucking game. I don't know why that's even a thing in like Call of Duty, so I'm sorry. I tend to enjoy, you know, playing out my games, but as well as I just think this, like, the fact that all the bows look sick. Like there's not a single bow that you can't say doesn't look cool. Even the wolf bow looks cool, even though it looks a little gay. It looks cool, you know. And they all actually do perform very well. I like to make fun of the wolf bow for being trash, but honestly, they're all great bows. They're all great bows. The wolf bow can help you get out of stun situations. The void bow will take down a horde slowly but surely. It's more of like a crowd, like it more like affects like a whole area, like a huge radius. The storm bow will clear out an area quickly if you need it. And the fire bow, basically the same thing. And they all like have their, like, the fact that they like all have such different, unique things. Like, you know, like they could have that too, but like the fact that, like, you know, they could have made the wolf bow as like the void bow. You know, it spawns in, like, you full shot, it'll spawn in some wolves that'll like just take down the zombies or whatever. Like one of my friends like said that to me, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I mean, like, that's basically the void bow. That's what the void bow does, you know. And like the fact that they're all like so drastically different, it's crazy. It really is. Easter egg songs baller, but the biggest thing that like blows my mind on this map, the fact that if anyone remembers, at the end of Moon we blow up the Earth, but at the end of this Easter egg we blow up the Moon, and to me that was just like, holy shit, that is amazing. I was coming, like it just, it blew my mind, the fact that I was like, whoa, this is a callback, this is a callback. It was awesome, man. That was awesome.
I also like how like when you look at Zetsubo, you're like, oh, that's there for like, oh, Takeo, that's like his map. It's just there for like Takeo's story or whatever. But like you tend to forget that this is like Dempsey's map because of how much there is going on in this map. You know what I'm saying? Like, it adds extra lore with, like, the moon and Dr. Groff or whatever. Stuff like that.
And on top of it, like, all like the maps just reflect the characters perfectly. Like Dempsey's a badass. This map is badass. You know?
Bro.
The one thing though that does kind of just like not tug on my meat the way I want it to is just like the fact that Dempsey doesn't really get like an emotional cutscene, but I think that's like the best thing in the game, because him and Richtofen don't really get to talk to like their characters before they kill him. Richtofen obviously was killing him because he had to, you know, he knew like what the future held, but these guys, like these characters don't. And the fact that this added on the mystery of what Richtofen want, like his grand scheme, which wasn't even his grand scheme, but we did not know that at the time. Like the fact that it was just adding on to the mystery, and we're like, dude, should we trust Richtofen? He's being like really Slim Shady right now. You know, he's busting rhymes out, and we just didn't know what it was. Like, we didn't know what his plan was. We didn't know anything. And it was just so like what this map I think truly did was, what the fuck does Richtofen want to do? Because he is like throwing us in 20 different directions, and it's kind of scaring me right now.
Richtofen was Blundell all along.
We're gonna move on to one of the scariest maps in this game. Even after Verrückt came out, that it can compete with Verrückt. Zetsubou no Shima. And now we're on this map, Zetsubou no Shima. You know, the turd of the group. But it's still a great map. You know, it's a run of the litter. But what I think that this map did very well was the atmosphere. It completely like pulls you in, and you're just like, oh god, I'm shitting myself. There's spiders, big ass men that's chasing me all sweaty as fuck. And then you also got, you know, just the simple layout as well of just being a little humble farmer. Sometimes it is a pain in the ass, but most of the time being a little humble farmer, it's kind of cool, you know. If you really need a power up, water the plants. I mean, I literally got like a plant that if I die, I will spawn with everything I had just by imprinting it. I've eaten a fruit that's given me perks before. I mean, there's a lot to do with the plant system. I mean, it may suck just a little bit, especially like it may be annoying too. But what I think the best part is just the like fact that I myself can completely like have like an effect of like the area, you know, and I like it gives me something to do.
So what I like about this map, Zetsubou no Shima, is that it, you know, they released it as like the one scary map per Black Ops game, as they usually do, and basically, you know, the KT4, it's an alright, it's alright, it's not good, it's not bad, you know, just kind of in the middle. Not the best winter weapon, but not the worst. But like Chinner said, like the atmosphere of this map is good. Like you could be running around the map and just randomly get jump scared by like a clone of someone, like one of the people that you're playing with.
Or not even that, just like just walking into an area and then like boing, like when you walk into the like tube area downstairs and it turns red, that's like it spooks you just a little bit. It spooks you.
Basically, you know, I like the map, but it's not my favorite map of the Black Ops 3 DLC cycle.
The spider boss is something that I think drastically improves this map, you know? I tend to forget about it sometimes, but he really does help out a lot, and it adds like a little bit of flair. Like, you know, you need to go down there, and bam. Like, you just shit your pants. Like, I remember the first time hitting that with the KT4 and going down there, and seeing that spider dude, I shit my pants. I'm not going to lie to you. I was scared. I thought that was the final boss. I thought I, like, somehow ended up just messing up, and you could just choose when to go to the final boss, and it was like a little like weird thing. I was like, oh my god, dude, what is this?
Yeah, I think it did add a very layered. It made it very layered, because if you're able to fight the spider boss, then pretty much you're able to fight the last boss. So it's just kind of like a little checkpoint for you.
While many people might dislike this, I think what this map does very well is the spiders. The fact that, like, number one, that's just a unique boss in general. We've always had, like, either hellhounds or just something of that sort. Well, the spiders add, like, a little creep to it. And, like, you can watch them, like, web down and crawl on the floor. And they block off areas that you can go to. So, let's say I'm trying to res a homie. And it does get annoying. And you're like, man, I hate this. It is kind of cool because it gives you, like, a challenge. You know, like, let's say something's locked off, you're like, oh shit, can't go this way, gotta run somewhere else. And I think that's something that's done very well. It may have, like, many people may not like it, but I kind of do like it, because it does add, like, a little bit of randomness to the game. Because you don't know if this area is going to be blocked off or not by spiders, especially if you haven't touched that area in a long time. You're just like, wow. Alright, Damon, you got anything you'd like to say about this?
I mean, my favorite thing personally is how this is the only map. I gotta give it credit for this is the only map in Black Ops 3 to have the good old marshals. These things are godly, bro. And y'all kind of took my flow a little bit. I was gonna say I love how you can get like freeloaders wine, and the spider boss fight is also pretty cool. But the skull non-stopway is just fun to use. In my opinion, it's like more fun to use and like satisfying to kill people with than the sword, but I do kind of think the sword is a bit better.
Alright, everybody, now we're moving on to Gorod Krovi.
So my favorite thing about Gorod Krovi, I do really think it's a tad bit overrated, but for a good reason. It really did feel like it was just leading up to something big, and they really went hard for my homie Nikolai. It's a chaotic map. You know the homie Nikolai is a chaotic map. Chaotic map. You know the homie Nikolai is a chaotic person, okay? He's all over the place. Okay, just like this sentence. He's all over the place. Okay, that's why he's my character. Second of all, there's just also so much stuff to do in this map as well. Got the melee weapons, got the little dragon fist. The way you unlock Pack-a-Punch is so unique. And I think the Easter egg is just really fun in general, along with the challenge it brings.
No, I agree. I think that one of the best things this game did was the multiple boss fight type thing. Like, kind of what Zetsubo did, but they improved upon what they did in Zetsubo. Because in Zetsubo, you know, you had the spider and big giant Thrasher Takio guy. And this one, you have a fun boss fight in the dragon, and then you fight like Nikolai's a mech, which is just awesome. I love the fact that you team up with the boss just to kill the boss. That's such a unique spin on it. And on top of that, this DLC brought us the one, the only projectile vomit. I also forgot to include that this map introduced the Ray Gun Mark IIIs. Well, they might be not as powerful as people wanted them to be. They're just such a fun weapon to use, and in my opinion, I feel like, yeah, if you're a high rounder, you want to go for the more powerful things and like more powerful weapons. But in terms of like just playing and having fun, the Ray Gun Mark IIIs are fun. They're fun to use, and that's all I like. That's like the biggest thing I love about this, like the Ray Gun Mark IIIs, is the fact that I'm using this weapon, having like a load of fun, just blasting zombies with it, and it's a unique effect. It's not a black hole. I can't tell you what it is. Like I call it that because it looks like that, but it's not. Like, it has this just unique blast, and I love it. Now on to you, Drag.
So I think this map actually did really good for the boy Nikolai himself. Like, bring us to Stalingrad, one of the bloodiest battles of the Second World War, and just overall, just like a great for the storyline, great for the plot, great for everything, and just the way that Nikolai has his mech, and we also team up, just like Chinner said, teaming up with him, just to basically, as you can see right now, turn around and kill him. I think that just overall the map is very simple, but yet complex. There's stuff that you can do, and just all the little Easter egg songs, and the Easter egg itself is just overall amazing, except for that fucking bomb step.
The bomb step is the scariest thing.
Yes. But this is one of my favorite maps of this game.
And there's one more thing that I feel like Rev does a little bit better, but I'm going to mention it on this because I feel like it does this very well, like, as well. The amount of weapons in this game, it's just balling. It really is. It's awesome to see, like, how much this game has in terms of weapons. You got the L4 Siege, you got the PPSH. I'm still surprised to this day they brought it. Yeah, you got the. Even though I don't like them, it is a cool thing that they did bring the Shadow Claws in, and the fact that you can actually pick people up. You can pick people up with the Shadow Claws. Like, kind of like the ballistic knife effect. I just really think that this map did a lot right, and that's this map, honestly. Though it is simple, as Mr. Doik said, there's complexity. It really is just a thing of both simplicity and complexity both at work. And it's just absolutely amazing.
I also like the visual detail that like helps you get around the map, because dude, I always get lost, and they really showed attention to detail on this map, kind of like Shadows, where like if you really pay attention to the detail of the map, it'll actually like help you get around the map.
Welcome everyone, this is the map Revelations, the fourth and final map of the DLC cycle. And you know what? We'll let Mr. Doik JR Drag go first.
I feel like this was a very like big map for just like nostalgia and just trying to get money out of the players. But it was neat to see everything return, and it did kind of give us a precursor to Zombie Chronicles, which was good. The story was nice, very great. Just wrap everything up in a nice little bow. But not my favorite map out of the bunch. You know, the Easter egg kind of sucks to do, but it's very easy to get set up and get going. All you have to do is the little corruption engines, and you'll be good. And it saw the return of the Thunder Gun, and along with the Apothecary Servant, but you know, whatever. Not my cup of tea. I prefer the Thunder Gun more. But yeah, just a decent map, very complex, very big map, which kind of sucks.
Pros and cons.
Decent. Yeah.
I think what this map did the best was just like put everything that this like series has done well into one map. Like all the like fan favorite wonder weapons and all that. It's all here. The only thing that's missing is the PPSH and of course the marshals, as I know Damien's screaming about right now. But they were all such good additions. Like, though they made the map too easy, they were great. I loved them. I really did. I think that the fact that we even had them in the game was just amazing. The fact that we even got the Thunder Gun and the Maristagua, which now has an upgrade process, which gave it like a sick little camo, instead of it like when you could do it in Shadows of Evil and glitch it out. You know how it was just like it was the Margwa gun, but it shot red. You know, they put this in Revelations and gave it a cool little upgrade process, which is dope. That's something that they should have done in Shadows, I think, and I think they did have something planned for it. I think there's content there for it. I think that's what the Purple Margwa Heart and stuff was for. But you know, we all can't be winners, and they chose to move it over to Revelations, which is awesome. And I think this, like you said, was a big precursor to Zombies Chronicles, and I think we all should have been aware of that. I think it was like the number one thing we should have been aware of was, hey, this is gonna be Zombies Chronicles. This is like gonna be the future of maps. Because honestly, before Zombies Chronicles even came out, when I played this map, I played it for the nostalgia value. I really did. That's the number one thing I just wanted to play it for. The 5 million XP you get at the end of the game is amazing, but like I said, Chronicles, it was Chronicles or nothing. I mean, it was nostalgia or nothing until Chronicles came out. Now it was basically Chronicles or nothing for a while, till, you know, I decided to get off the Chronicle grind. But the nostalgia is just unmatched, especially in this. Like, when you play this and you see all the maps combined into one with the best shield in the game, might I add. It's just like it's all in like a spicy little, like, it's like Treyarch put the best things in almost every map, put it into a blender, blended it, and that's what I gotta say is the best thing this map truly did. Though it is way too easy and it doesn't pose much of a challenge, they got me hard on nostalgia, and they did have, like, it's a great map. It is a great map.
I mean, honestly, I just love the perma perks. That's one thing that I love in this map, and I just love when maps bring a lot to the table, and where you can like, there's always something to do. And I like how easy the Easter egg is, but how like not easy it is at the same time. It's like pretty balanced for me, and personally, I don't really care too much about the nostalgia because I didn't really play Mob or Origins when they first came out. So I just love when maps just bring a lot to the table, and this definitely did for me. So
Hello everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do. You know, I had fun making this video, and I had fun recording it. Even though it took me a little bit, I did have fun. We had to go through we went all night playing through all the maps, except for Garage and Revelations, I believe. Those two maps we actually had to play the next day of recording, so we had like 2 days of recording sessions. And I just hope you guys enjoyed it. It took a long time to make this, and 2 days may not be a long time, but to me that is a long time, because usually when I make videos, I usually have the clips ready, like they're there. It depends what game I'm making, and while I haven't been recording as often, I really do want to go back to making videos as well as live streaming. As of right now, though, live streaming is more of the benefactor for me. It's more like beneficial. But as well as, I enjoy video creating, so I want to thank everybody who has stopped by the channel and checked it out. But most importantly, I want to thank my friends doik and Damien Naden for stopping by and helping me make this video. Even without them, I probably still would have made this video, but with them, it helped me 10 times. Like it really did. It helped me so much. I really do want to thank them. But as well as I want to thank everybody who stopped by the channel today. When I first made this video, I had 129 subscribers. Now I'm sitting at 136. So I also want to thank the new subscribers that stopped by. That's awesome. I really do love you guys. I just can't believe it. It is amazing to me. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope your guys' day gets even better. I love you guys. And don't forget to check out doik and Damien Naden. Their links will be descriptioned down below. Peace out.